Breaking news, attention, loyal Patriots Nation, the gears are turning behind the scenes. And the noise coming out of Foxborough is about to shake the entire NFL. Before we dive into this bombshell, show some love, smash that like button. If you feel deep down that the Pats are making a run for the next Super Bowl, seriously, there's something different in the air this year. Full faith in our team. If you believe to, just like I do, drop it in the comments loud and proud. Go Pats, I believe. Let's go. The NFL world is turning a blind eye, and Patriots Nation, it's time we talk about it. The 2025 power rankings are out across every major outlet from ESPN to Bleacher Report. And what we're seeing is nothing short of a slap in the face. After an off-season of transformation, record-breaking cap space use, a fresh coaching start, and one of the most promising draft classes in years, the New England Patriots are still being pinned down in the bottom quarter of the league. It's not just disrespect, it's delusion. Let's start with the cold, hard numbers. ESPN ranks the Patriots 23rd, the NFL's official site, 25th, The Athletic 23rd again. Sports Illustrated and USA Today gave them the most generous nod at 20th. And then there's Bleacher Report, who had the audacity to slap the Patriots at 26th. Behind the Las Vegas Raiders, behind the Chicago Bears, behind teams with less talent, less structure, and in some cases, less quarterback certainty. If that doesn't get your blood boiling as a Pats fan, what will? And let's talk about that quarterback situation. Because while Bears fans are chanting Caleb Williams' name, and Raiders fans are still searching for a leader under center, Patriots fans know who they've got. Drake Maye, a quarterback who showed composure, poise, and potential during the back half of last season. A player who analysts once likened to a mini Josh Allen. And now, with a full off-season behind him, paired with a retooled offense, the stage is set for Maye to make that sophomore leap that defines the greats. Still, it's not just about the quarterback. This roster is miles better than what we saw in 2024. Let's look at the facts. Over $120 million in cap space was put to surgical use. Addressing nearly every position of need, the Patriots pulled in veteran talent and youth alike. Stefon Diggs is coming off an ACL injury, yes, but in 2025, that's not the career sentence it used to be. Before going down, he was producing with the Texans. Now, he comes to New England to lead a receiving corps that finally looks complete. Pair him with Pop Douglas, a promising rookie, and Kyle Williams, who some experts like Bill Sims ranked as a top-to-WR talent. And you have firepower. Williams was snagged in the 3rd round, a major steal. Don't forget Kendrick Bourne is still in the mix. And even guys like Polk are primed for a second-year bounce up front. The offensive line has gotten the investment it desperately needed. Will Campbell is the cornerstone at left tackle. Garrett Bradbury, formerly of Minnesota, slides in as your new center, replacing longtime vet David Andrews. Morgan Moses provides depth and leadership, even if he may be the weakest link. And this new unit, these are foundational pieces. This is how elite teams are built. On the defensive side of the ball, the Patriots made serious moves. Harold Landry, coming over from Tennessee, gets to reunite with Mike Vrabel, a coach who knows how to get the best out of him. Robert Spillane and Jack Gibbons add toughness and leadership at linebacker. Carlton Davis joins the secondary, forming arguably the best cornerback duo in the NFL alongside Christian Gonzalez. That's right, the best. Add in Marcus Jones, and the Patriots coverage unit suddenly becomes a strength. And speaking of Mike Vrabel, this is a culture shift. A man who took a middle-of-the-road Titans team and turned them into a top seed. He knows the Patriot way. He's lived it. Now he's here to revive it. Pair that with new offensive and defensive coordinators, and you're looking at a fresh identity for this franchise. Yet somehow, analysts are acting like 2024 struggles define this team's trajectory. Let's not forget how close the Patriots were in many of those games last year. They weren't being blown out, they were lacking the firepower in coaching. Consistency, that's now fixed, and when you look ahead to the 2025 schedule, it almost feels unfair. Home games against the Browns, Falcons, Giants, Panthers, Steelers, Raiders. None of these teams have a clear advantage over the Patriots, and some are downright rebuilding. The Jets still haven't found consistency. The Dolphins are a mystery heading into 2025. The away schedule, you've got the Bucs, Saints, Titans. Yes, the Titans, who were the worst team in football last year. This schedule ranks as the second easiest in the NFL, behind only the San Francisco 49ers. You don't have to squint to see a 9-win season here. You might not even have to squint to see double digits if the offense clicks early and the defense steps up. That's how real this is. And what about the crowd at Gillette? If Patriots fans start to believe if the hope we're all feeling now turns into momentum, there's no limit to what this team can accomplish. We've seen it before. That 2014 AFC playoff game atmosphere against the Ravens, we can have that again. And now that the NFL has added a 7th playoff seed, a 9-8, or even 8-9 record can be enough to slip into the postseason. We've seen far weaker teams do it. This team is better than that. So the question becomes, what are we missing? Why the disrespect from the national media? Is it lingering bias? Are they so conditioned by post-Brady years of mediocrity that they're refusing to see a revival happening in plain sight? The Patriots won the draft. They won free agency. They have a legit quarterback, a proven head coach, an identity, a roadmap to the playoffs, but somehow they're the 26th best team. That's not analysis. That's laziness. This team is not only better than 2024, it's positioned to be one of the breakout stories of 2025. And when the season kicks off and the Patriots start stacking wins, don't be surprised when all those doubters start rewriting their narratives. But we'll remember, we always do. Now it's your turn. Sound off. Patriots Nation, drop your win predictions in the comments. Is 9 wins too low? Can this team hit double digits? Do you believe in Drake Maye and Vrabel's vision? In this new era of Patriots football, let me know what you think. Let the media sleep. We'll be ready, and here's where it gets even more fascinating. Pats Nation, the ripple effect of this offseason goes beyond the field. The cultural shift inside the building, from top to bottom, is palpable. You don't bring in a Mike Vrabel just to hit reset. You bring him in to revive a legacy. A 3-time Super Bowl champion as a player, Vrabel didn't just understand the Patriot way, he embodied it. He bled it. And now, he's been tasked with injecting that DNA into a young, hungry roster that's been desperate for identity since Tom Brady walked out the door. People talk about coaching trees. They talk about systems. What they're ignoring is chemistry, player-to-coach chemistry, and coach-to-coach trust. Vrabel isn't walking into Foxborough with a clipboard and cliches. He's bringing a staff of proven minds and fresh innovators. On offense, Alex Van Pelt arrives with a track record of maximizing quarterbacks. Just ask Baker Mayfield or Jacoby Brissett. On defense, the hiring of Wink Martindale might be the most under-the-radar move of the entire offseason. Aggressive, blitz-heavy, relentless, that's the kind of defensive identity Patriots fans have been craving since the days of Teddy Bruschi and Rodney Harrison. Let's talk about that identity. For years, the Patriots were synonymous with defensive excellence, timely execution, and cold-blooded game management. Somewhere along the way, post-Brady, that got lost. But now, with the pieces assembled, youth and experience, size and speed, attitude and leadership, New England looks ready to punch teams in the mouth again. And it's not just the big names, it's the details. Jaheim Bell, a versatile offensive weapon taken in the later rounds, could easily become a fan favorite by midseason. Think Aaron Hernandez minus the drama-tight end skills with wide receiver mobility. His tape at Florida State was electric, and his camp reports are already turning heads. Kyle Duggar, back with a long-term deal and ready to take that pro bold leap. Christian Barmore, a beast on the interior who finally has help around him, with additions like Davin Godchaux and Keon White entering year 2 with momentum. And let's not ignore the leadership. Players like Matthew Slater may be retired, but their presence is